like to introduce to you the beautiful, stunning and talented Mrs. K. Welcome to the loft, Mummy.
Thank you so much.
Now, as our chefs come into the kitchen, because we can't whip up this magic alone, you see one thing about us. Are you good in the kitchen at all?
I'm good at baking.
Ah. Okay.
Not so much the cooking side, but I can bake.
Not so much the cooking. Well, this next recipe is something that I'm definitely looking forward to because it's got some of my favorites. Bacon burger topped with delicious caramelized onions is the perfect no-diet day burger. A tender meat and delicious toppings make this the ultimate burger. Tell me, what a strong way to start off the show.
My friend, I am just looking forward to the menu today because when we say no diet, you're talking to me.
We mean it. We mean it. Now, this is the decadence that we're looking forward to. What do we need to put together this decadent?
So my friend, we're going to be making a decadent, delicious, full house burger, right? And the most important thing for me is to make sure that you fry your burger patties correctly.
Okay.
So I'm going to get these burger patties on and cooking. In the meantime, I'm going to have you, Mrs. K,
Yes, let's go.
on the caramelized onion station for us.
All right.
So you've added just a little bit of oil into your pan. The reason for that is just to make sure it doesn't burn. And it also gives us this beautiful glisten once it's cooked. So we've added the oil for you in the pot. You can then just add everything in there. What we've got is we've chosen to use our red onions, which do have a milder taste. And the one thing I love about them is that they absorb flavor a lot. So they're perfect for this type of recipe. And then we're choosing to go with our balsamic vinegar, which has it's nice and vinegary, but we're adding sugar to it because when we talk about caramelization, we're making sure that we want that caramelized flavor in there. So you can go in with everything, Mama. And obviously, Palisa, you know this as well, Mrs. K. If you want something that caramelizes a lot more, brown sugar is definitely the sugar to use for a recipe like
and
this.
also with these caramelized onions, I mean red onions, they already have a natural sweetness to them.
Exactly.
So this is essentially just elevating that sweetness. You can even go straight in with the balsamic girl. You can throw it all at once.
All right.
I think this is one of those recipes that it doesn't really...
Everything.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter the order in which you throw things in.
Because what happens is as it cooks down, it also renders down and it thickens to that beautiful consistency you've got in front of you there. In fact, Pali, may I ask you just to pass that on to me?
Gotcha, girl.
Because another thing that people seem to get wrong when it comes to assembling your burger is that they either get it wrong and get the stuff that's too soft or too hot at the bottom, then you end up with a soggy burger, and we don't want that. We want our burgers to be nice and assembled and fresh and delicious. There are a couple of ingredients that people are very, very strict with when it comes to burgers, which is certain things are not allowed on a burger. Certain things are allowed on a burger. What's the one thing you would say is a no-no in a burger for you?
For myself, a banana.
Oh, no.
Because what are we doing here? Why would you take a perfectly good dish like a burger and a delicious fruit that is a banana and put it together? No. Keep it separate. Keep it separate.
I mean, I eat anything on a burger besides banana. Otherwise, for me, burgers is just something you can stir together. So.
And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of a burger. The fact that you could literally make it your own thing. It's just about adding flavors you like. And that's what we're going to do here. Do you want to actually join me in the assembly?
Yeah, you guys should be on the tag team.
Let's do our own thing here.
I'll be busy here.
Please look after those babies for us. So you've got your burger patty over here. How would you normally assemble your burger?
I'd probably put the greens, like the lettuce first.
So let's do this. I'm going to let Mrs. K assemble her burger and I'm going to assemble mine. And then we can just talk through, you know, those different things and having those different ingredients. But you definitely are on the right track because it is important to have that at the base. Because what you're doing is that you're in essence creating a barrier between your hot ingredients and your cold ingredients. And some people at this point would even have a sauce at the bottom just for additional flavor, but you don't have to.
I'd probably put my sauce like on the burger or like on top. Because sometimes it seeps into it all and you can't really taste it.
100%, girl.
Somebody knows her business over here.
She takes burgers clearly seriously.
No.
I mean, as we are celebrating No Diet Day, on the scale of no diet or diet, where do you stand?
Me, I've never been on a diet. I like to eat. Love eating.
Okay, well, you know, for myself, personally, I like to think of, my eyes are burning in this kitchen. I like to think of it more of a lifestyle. So if this week I go in hard and I eat whatever I want, the next week I'll be a little bit more lighter.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It actually does make sense. And then I think the one thing for me as well when it comes to burgers, and I see that a lot of people have done that, they've come to a point where a burger is no longer edible because everyone adds everything.
Too much.
Yeah, and now it becomes like a towering thing that I can barely eat, that I can barely share, you know? So it is also important to not make it too unmanageable. You want it to be delicious. delicious, but you don't want to make it a problem. So what we've also got here is we're adding some blue cheese onto our burgers, but if you want to perhaps get a nice melting cheese, you could use a brie, you could use a camembert, because they've got those beautiful aged flavors. So they work well with the saltiness of your burger patty or your bacon, and then the sweetness of our caramelized onions. So imagine the cream of your cheese, the salty of your bun, your burger patty, and in fact, go assemble here. This
Mouth
girl
on your mouth.
There's the burger patty for you there by Dumi's side. I mean, Dumi, when it does come to a burger, certain brands and these mega chains, they end up having the same old layering system.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when it works, it works. And I see that you've gone for that as well.
I have too, but another trick I want to just impart on our viewers, if you're a person like myself that loves the garlic, but you don't want to necessarily bite onto a piece of raw garlic when you're having a burger, you can definitely do this. Once you've toasted your bun, immediately after, use a clove of garlic and just brush it on your burger bun on the side that's been toasted, so it imparts that intense garlic flavor without your mouth or your breath tasting like garlic thereafter.
We do not want that. I mean, a nice garlic bread to add extra layers of flavor onto our roll is incredible for me. I'm loving it. It seems as if the patties are almost done. What is a good time for a patty? Because I hate cutting into the patty to check if the inside is red.
I think you might cancel me, because when it comes to a burger patty, for me, I'm also one of those that has to be medium.
Yeah, medium.
I don't want my burger patty too dry.
And for yourself, Mrs. K?
No, I need mine fully cooked, eh?
Fully cooked?
Fully cooked through. No red.
No, for me, I'm a medium type of girl. Listen, we are well on our way making sure that we are cancelling the diets today. This is definitely a recipe that you have to try at home, a bacon blue cheese burger. But stay tuned, because after the break, Mrs. K is going to give us some tunes, baby. Hey.